Hello and welcome back, everyone. It's Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chem Lock League here in Season 3 of the Outlaws franchise. And we are halfway through and sitting at 4-4. It started off really miserable for us through the first half of the season. We have been making a bit of a late surge here recently, and we're hoping that that can continue for a little while here. The one concern we might have is facing off against the Blurs, a perennial team that makes the playoffs. And we have a tense Kellen Kirk here. Our captain, or I'm sorry, our ace has struggled in his last outing against the Reapers, and we're hoping he can try and figure things out. And we have to figure out Swing Barnstormer, who's yet to allow a run. So we'll see what happens. Let's head into this game and get started. Oh man, I did not take a look at this beforehand, and we're in bad shape here. I'm going to use the suggested lineup to get started. We'll see what happens. I like Babsition in center, of course. Center cut, DHing, yes. Rock Quintana at second. Justice Cologne at first. Caroline Dealer in left. Sorelli in right. Cannon Avery is locked in. That's nice. At third base, Ramon Lee at short. And then Alex Hernandez in at catcher. I think this is fine. I think this is exactly what we would want it to be. So I say we go with this, who's going to be starting, but let's go ahead and rearrange things. I'll keep Sorelli in the leadoff spot, Babshishin 2, center cut 3, Rock 4, Ramon Lee will be 5, Justice Cologne at 6, Caroline Dealer Cannon Avery 7, Caroline Dealer 8, and Alex Hernandez rounding out the batting order. Kellen Kirk, the only other option we could consider would be going with Red Nielsen and do a starter or bullpen game, but I don't like that idea at all. And yeah, we'll just figure it out. Kellen Kirk can battle through it, so let's see him do it. I'm going to back out really quick just to make sure we are home for this one. Yes, we are. And that means I want us to have our home uniforms. All right, and play ball. Let's head to Tiger Den against the Blurs, a team we have seen plenty in the last 2 seasons. We knocked them out of the playoffs in year 1. They did not make the playoffs in year 2, but they're sitting at 3-4, and a team that we cannot look past. We will have to bring our best in this matchup against the Blurs. We'll be starting with Briggs Jensen, followed by Leonardo Deputy and Christian Green. Briggs Jensen coming up with Tier 2 inside pitch, 211 batting average, 0 home runs, and 2 RBIs. Let's hope for a good first inning here for Kirk, who could then get himself back to neutral mojo. Starts with 2 balls. His accuracy is the best thing he's got going for him. And that's going to be a hard hit, but nice backhand from Ramon Lee. Gets it over to Justice for out number 1. That's a nice start. 3 pitches and out number 1 has happened. Now Leonardo Deputy comes up. Tier 2 contact versus lefties. His Tier 1 wild thrower when he's in the outfield. And oh my God, he got a pitch he liked and he sent it into left center field. That's going to be a home run. Leonardo Deputy starts things off with a bang, and that ball got out of here in a hurry. I barely saw it. Just kind of a blur off the bat. And now Christian Green will come up with base rounder and clutch. He's a good hitter here, but we have seen him struggle throughout his days. And that ball's going to go foul as it just missed the line. And Kellen Kirk, having himself a really rough start here, sends that one into right center field. That's going to get out of here. So back-to-back jacks for the Blurs. Deputy followed by Christian Green. Solo shots from both of them. And the Blurs are taking a 2-0 lead. If we don't pay attention, we're going to see this game run away from us. Gander March comes up, batting .333, no home runs and 2 RBIs. Kellen Kirk rattled already. And Jesus Christ, as Gander March takes the first pitch into dead center field into the upper deck. Back-to-back jacks for the Blurs. 450 that one. Gander March's first home run of the year. It is 3-0, and Kellen Kirk What do you do? I mean, I feel like there was nothing else I could have done. I could have went to Red Nielsen, but there's no way you would consider letting him start this one. Kellen gets the pop up there. That one's going to stay in play, and nice play from Alex Hernandez, catching that for out number 2. Here comes Esme Floggins. Tier 1 tough out and Tier 3 stealer, so we don't want her on base. She gets the first pitch and pulls a foul. And Kirk's still rattled here. Going to have to battle through this one because we cannot bring in our bullpen this early. Tough out activates, K Collector activates, and Kellen Kirk, if he can get a strikeout here, instead he gets a pop-up to shallow center field. Coming all the way in is Babshishin, but Ramon Lee gets there first, calls him off, and gets that 3 home runs, back-to-back-to-back shots for the Blurs in the first inning, and Kellen Kirk is not starting things off very well in this one. And now we're going to rely on our offense, it looks like. Let's hope that they can bring it today. Holy moly. Braden Sorelli sends the first pitch he sees into dead center. 469. Oh my God, a second home run. 5th RBI, and it is 3-1. You see Delton Babshishin giving him the root right there. He was rooting for him from the on-deck circle, and now he comes up currently locked in. And he hits one hard, right center field. That one is going to carry and caught. Crimson Horn right next to the wall. Catches that one. I thought it got out of here. I hate those walls. I hate the way that the ball just drops right in front of the wall like that. Tony center cut up. And Swing Barnstormer, who had yet to allow a home run or an earned run this season, gave up a solo shot to begin the game and gets a base hit there to Tony center cut. So now a runner on first with Rock Quintana coming up, and Rock could rock one here as Swing Barnstormer is tense. Runner takes off on the pitch out, and Tony center cut is going to be caught stealing second base. God damn it. Oh my God, I cannot stand. Tony center cut went from locked in back to tense, or back to neutral, and then there's the end of the inning for Rock Quintana, who pops up to shallow right center field, caught by the second baseman. God, it's so frustrating. Jean Rios comes up, power versus righties and contact versus lefties. He's currently locked in. He's going to get the contact versus lefty trait boost here, but not power versus righties. And 1-1 count here for Kellen Kirk against Rios, who puts that one foul down the right field line and out of play. 1-2, and K Collector activates here for Kirk. Gets a pop foul out of play. And that ball goes foul as well. Kellen looking to see if he can get his mojo back, as he is still rattled. And you see Rios really battling in this at-bat. Full count now. And that ball is going to be sent into right center field, but no, Rock Quintana making a diving play, gets that one and tosses to Justice for out number 1. Speaking of Justice, here's Justice Snyder. Shortstop for the Blurs, batting .267 on the year. 1 home run, 4 RBIs, 1-1 count here, and gets a base hit up the middle. And 1 out single for Justice Snyder, and Justice meeting Justice over there at first base. Crimson Horn made a really nice play in right center field. The new right fielder with Tier 3 first pitch prayer. Takes a ball 1. And so you see strike 1 there. Nice pitch from Kellen Kirk. Takes strike 2, so now K Collector activates, and a 1-2 count. And Crimson Horn strikes out, and that gets him 1 step closer back to neutral mojo as he gets the strikeout. Brings him to tense mojo now. Brings Briggs Jensen, the center fielder, 0 for 1 with inside pitch, and takes an inside pitch for a strike. 30 pitches already, and that ball sent into right center field, or right field, and that's going to get out of here. Briggs Jensen got his inside pitch, and he delivered. 2-run shot for Jensen, and that makes it a 5-1 lead for the Blurs. This game is getting out of hand, and I am losing my patience with this team this year. Season 3 has not gone nearly as well as the first 2 seasons so far. Kellen Kirk back to rattled, facing off against Leonardo Deputy, already at 1 home run today, and diving attempt from Ramon Lee to no avail, as that's going to get into left field for a base hit, and Deputy gets a mojo boost, and now Christian Green comes up, and they're already going to pull Kellen Kirk, who's rattled, and he's out of here in the second inning. It has been really difficult to watch our starting pitching struggle so much, giving up 5 runs in 1 2/3 innings. And now Colton Ryan tasked with getting as far as he can, as quickly as he can. 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner on first, and staying alive is Christian Green. And that ball, not a good pitch, but it goes foul. So we got lucky there, and there's strike 3. Nice pitch from Colton Ryan, getting him froze for out number 3. But 2 more runs come across, and the Blurs are up 5-1. So we head into the bottom of the second. So we're not completely out of it. We know our offense is capable of this. It doesn't mean that they're always capable of this, but we know that they have the possibility of doing it. 1-1 count here for Ramon Lee. And he gets underneath that one, but it's going to get out of play. Nice attempt from the first baseman. Tier 1 K Collector activates here, and strike 3 called. Ramon Lee froze, and the slider drops into the zone. Not even a question of whether that was a strike or not. It was just, he must have been looking for something else. Ace Exterminator activated for Justice, who's tense right now after making a mistake in the first inning of the last game. She has yet to recover. 1-1 count, and she hits that one hard, but it's Justice Snyder tosses to Christian Green for out number 2. And here comes Cannon Avery. Locked in after a good day last time out. He made a really nice diving play in the last game, and that was what got him the mojo boost. Well ahead of that one, pulls it foul. So 0-2 count here, and K Collector activates for Barnstormer, and that ball is going to be dribbled to the pitching mound and over to first for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for the Outlaws offense, and that's exactly what you're looking for in a game where you're down by 4 and your starting pitcher is already out. Gander March, the third of those back-to-back-to-back shots, will face off against Colton Ryan. And nice little drop strike there, and that one's going to be pulled foul for strike number 2. And March is going to put that up the middle and into center field for a base hit. And I believe she has tier 2 distractor, so that's going to help her out. And her teammate Aggro Bond, who has the goofy haircut there. I can't believe that still hasn't gotten fixed. Colton Ryan here with tier 3 distractor he's facing against. His accuracy has been completely destroyed. 1-1 count here. Ball in the dirt for ball 2. There's a strike that drops in. Nice curve ball there. And does not chase. So full count, composed activates, which helps him offset the distractor. And that's going to be popped up in foul territory. Calling everyone off is Justice Cologne, catching it for out number 1. Nice pitching there, despite the distractor trait. Esme Floggins now comes up 0-for-1 today. And distractor activates once again for Colton Ryan. And that ball, ooh boy, that was a loud hit off the bat, but it's got underneath, and that's going to be out number 2 as Bad Fishin is able to haul that one in. And now John Rios, who battled a long time before getting out, he's still locked in. Power versus righties activated now. Switches from that contact to now power mode. And there it is. And there it is. That one's going to be sent into deep right field. And out of here, it goes into that little foliage triangle thing in right center field. And it is a 7-1 ball game as the Blurs just are continuing to put pressure on this Outlaws team, who feels completely dead out there, as Colton Ryan has done what he could, but Made a mistake there. Really been rooting for him. 2-0 count here against Justice Snyder. Falls behind 3-0 and Composed activates. Doesn't matter. That's ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Justice Snyder. He'll be standing on first base for Crimson Horn. 0 for 1. Batting 083. Has tier 3 first pitch prayer. Colton Ryan currently tense after walking a batter on 4 pitches. I would be too. And there it is. That ball is going to get out. Nope, off the wall and misplayed by Caroline Dealer. Runner is going to score from first base, and that makes it 8-1. Caroline Dealer did not read that ball very well, and the deflection off the wall ends up sending it right past her. Colton Ryan gets pulled for Dane Rollins, the only other productive pitcher we have in our bullpen. And this probably doesn't bode well for him and his statistics for the rest of this game. Briggs Jensen already hit a 2-run homer. We'll see what he does with the inside pitch activated with 2 outs and a 1-2 count. Runner on first or on second with good speed. Pulls one foul. And then that ball gets into right field, and Storelli is going to be coming up throwing, but it's going to be just a single, and runner holds at third base. So runners on the corner with 2 outs. Leonardo Deputy with 2 for 2 today with with a home run and a single, and that ball grounds to second base, and Rock Quintana gets it for out number 3. 3 more runs come across for the Blues here in the 3rd inning, and the Outlaws down 8-1. We'll get things started with Caroline Dealer, who's hitless on the year. Has yet to find a fastball that she can actually get the barrel on. Takes an off-speed pitch for a strike. Ball low. And swings at a pitch out of the zone, and she grounds it slowly to second base for out number 1. I'm truly like in that mode where I'm like, all right, let's just call this game. I won't, but I want to. Alex Hernandez comes up, his first at-bat of the day. Briggs Jensen just had his 3rd at-bat, and we're getting through the bottom of the order for the first time. 1-2 count here. K Collector activates for swing Barnstormer. Takes strike 3, so completely froze him there. And 2 outs, and Braden Sorelli will come up. His first at-bat was an absolutely rocket to dead center field. First pitch he saw, he tagged and sent a very long way, 469. And takes a strike there, so it's a 1-1 count. Swings way through that curveball, and tough out activates along with K Collector. 1-2 count, 2 outs, and stays alive on a foul ball there. 2-2 count, and there's strike 3. So Sorelli frozen, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Outlaws offense once again. We have been shut down since that home run from Sorelli in the first inning. I think we have yet to get on base since then. Oh no, Tony Centercut got on base, but then got caught stealing. I remember that. Dane Rollins, 0-2 in the count here against Christian Green. Doesn't get him to chase on the pitch inside. And that ball is going to stay outside now, so 2-2. And gets him swinging through strike 3. Dane Rollins, who looks like he got a broken nose. He will get the strikeout for out number 1. And I don't know why he's bragging right now with the score the way that it is. Now Gander March, 2 for 2. A home run and a single, and that time a fly out to right field for out number 2. Agro Bond 0 for 2 today. Bases empty for him. Looking to see if he can get a 2-out rally going for the Blurs. They could probably use some insurance. Pops foul and down 0-2 with 2 outs. Agro-Bond swings through strike 3, so nice pitching there from Dane Rollins. Finally a clean inning for the Outlaws pitching, and this is the time where we need to step up if we're going to have any chance of coming back in this one. So Dalton Babshishin has to be our leadoff man, getting things started against Swing Barnstormer, who's locked in now. And that ball hit right to Justice Snyder, hard but right at him for out number 1. Tony Centercut 1 for 1 with a single and then caught stealing second base. because he's a bad base runner. Takes first pitch ball. Takes a strike, sliding in there. And there's a curveball drops in for a strike. So 1-2 count. K Collector activates for locked in Barnstormer. Staying alive is Tony center cut. Fouls it off. And then chases that one, but fouls it. So he knew he swung at the wrong pitch, but made contact. And there it is, strike 3. And Tony center cut goes down swinging. So now Rock Quintana comes up, who popped out to second base in his first at-bat. Batting .273 with 4 solo home runs. Gets the off-speed pitch and pulls it into left field, but not enough on it as Leonardo Deputy is able to get over there into the corner, catching it for out number 3. So another 1-2-3 inning for Swing Barnstormer. What looked like it could have been a really good start to the game for the Outlaws offense completely stalled out, and I don't know what to say. Top of the 5th here, and Esme Floggins against locked-in Dane Rollins. Tough out activates, tier 1, and makes enough contact to foul that one back. 0-2 count, and fouls it back again. Another foul to stay alive. And that one's going to be popped up to shallow left center. It looks like it's going to be easy for Ramon Lee to catch that one for out number 1.
Number 47, John Rios.
John Rios, 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. He's locked in. Power versus righties activated. Dane Rollins trying to avoid it giving up a run here. Gets a strike, 1-1. And, ooh, nice swing and miss from John Rios, who got the pitch he was looking for, but mistimed it. And Dane Rollins gets him to ground out to second base. Out number 2. Justice Snyder comes up, and he walked on 4 pitches last time, and so 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Takes a strike. That ball stays inside. 1-1, and swinging through that for strike 2. And Whiffer activates tier 3, and just give him any pitch to try and swing at. And there it is, strike 3. So Dane Rollins with a really, really nice outing this time out. And looks really great when you see him pitching, but when you see the score, you're like, oh yeah, that's what happened. And yeah, that's where we're sitting right now. Bottom of the 5th, down by 7 runs. Ramon Lee comes up. And being patient here, and takes strike 1 with a 3-1 count. He takes ball 4. So nice little at-bat there for Ramon Lee, who was able to make things work. And now Justice Cologne comes up with Ace Exterminator activated again, still tense. Could get something going for us if she's able to get a hold of 1. 1-1 count here for Cologne. And swings at 1, but pulls it foul, just misses that. 49th pitch of the at-bat for Barnstormer, and it's strike 3. Justice Cologne takes a pitch right there on the bottom part of the plate for out number 1. Cannon Avery, who came into this locked in. They turn to the closer, so Brown Pole with tier 2 falls behind comes in. 4-seam and a curveball against Cannon Avery. That's 2 pitches low. And Cannon takes strike 1. So 2-1 count here for Brown Pole. And that ball is going to get just over the head of the third baseman and into left field. Runner will advance to second base. So 2 on here with 1 out. And Caroline Dealer will come up. It'd be really nice if she geared up for that fastball and was able to get a hold of 1 here. It'd be a really good chance at us turning things around. And she gets the fastball, and she sends it into center field for a base hit. And the bases will be loaded as we're playing station-to-station ball here. And now Alex Hernandez, who has found a few power swings in his day, will start with a first pitch slayer, and Mind Gamer activated. And that ball gets away from the catcher, and they're going to try and run home. Nope, they retreat back to the base. Not much speed on the base paths anywhere. And so Alex Hernandez takes ball 1 and now swings at a pitch and fouls it off. Swings through strike 2. and gets that one blooped into right center field. It's going to hang up, and there is Horn catching that for out number 2, and runners have to hold. So bases loaded now for Braden Sorelli. 1 home run and a strikeout to his name today, and we'll see what he is capable of. Make a mistake here, Brown Pole, and Sorelli better make him pay. 2-0 count, 2 outs, bases loaded, and Sorelli takes ball 3 now. You don't have to swing at this. And he does, and he pops it foul. 3-1. And, oh, that was his pitch, but he pulled it, and it goes foul. So now full count. Tough out activates for Sorelli. And that ball is going to go right to the shortstop and over to first for out number 3. So the only rally we were able to manage to get going, and we leave the bases loaded stranded with 1 out. Crimson Horn with a double and an RBI today. Dane Rollins, 31 pitches. So he is tired but locked in. Gets the strike there. 1-1 count, and Horn pulls that one foul. 1-2 count, and that ball sails high. What is Rollins still doing in? As that ball gets sent up the middle for a base hit. At least it was only that. Rollins has nothing left in the tank, and Briggs Jensen, the leadoff man, will come up 2 for 3. The home run, a single, and 2 RBIs. Lopside comes in to replace Dane Rollins, who's gassed, and Lopside pitched last time out. Okay performance. Gets a strike there. That one goes foul, so an 0-2 count immediately to Jensen. Just don't give him an inside pitch. That ball grounds slowly to Colon. Over to Lee, back to Colon. The double play to clear the bases off, and Chris Flopside will go locked in now against Leonardo Deputy. Leonardo will be infected by that Tier 1 reverse splits. And that's strike 1. Ball 1 stops, stays low and out of the zone. That ball stays outside, apparently. And that's going to be a foul, so 2-2 count with 2 outs against Deputy. Takes strike 3 looking. And Chris Flopside came in and got the job done, but is way too late for this team. As we are down by 7 with 3 outs to work with, we go through 2-3-4 hitters, starting with Dalton Babshishin, who's 0 for 2 today. He needs to get on base to get us started here. Can't win it all with 1 swing, so he's just got to get himself on. And falls behind 0-2 immediately. Bland Brown Pole already getting tired. About 19 pitches here. And he gets a strikeout. Pitch way out of zone, and he chased for strike 3. And now Tony Centercut comes up. Rally starter is activated here. 1 for 2, and Isaiah Lowbrow will come in to replace Brown Pole. Tony looking for a fastball. And he gets an off-speed pitch that he sends into high and deep center field, but it's going to dive out there, not even getting to the warning track for out number 2. 7 runs and 1 out left. And Rock Quintana, who's 0 for 2 today, will now come up. 4-seam changeup curveball for Rock. Saw the curveball there. There's the changeup, staying low out of the zone. 2-0. There's an off-speed pitch that he pulls foul. 2-1 count with 2 outs, and Rock swings through strike 2 and chases that one, but he's able to make contact and pop it foul and gets the off-speed pitch he's looking for, but he dribbles it slowly to center or to shortstop. Out number 3. What a game. 8-1, 8 runs on 11 hits for the Blurs, 1 run on 4 hits for the Outlaws. Briggs Jensen with a homer, Deputy with a homer, Green with a homer, March with a homer, Rios with a homer. 5 homers combined for those teams. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Horn chipped in with an RBI double as well. For the Outlaws, we got a home run from Braden Sorelli, and that's the end of the story. For the pitching staff, we saw Barnstormer completely destroy us today as he went 4 1/3, 2 hits, 1 earned run, which is the leadoff homer, gave up 1 walk and struck out 5. Brown Pole came in, gave up 2 hits, but got 1 strikeout and 1 inning of work. And Lowbrow came in, got 2 outs like he needed to do. For the Outlaws, our ace, Kellen Kirk, couldn't get through the 2nd inning, giving up 5 earned runs on 4 home runs. Ryan comes in, does not do much better in one inning of work, giving up 3 hits, 1 home run, walked 1, 3 earned runs, and a strikeout. Dane Rollins was amazing, magnificent. 2 and a third, 2 hits given up, but 3 strikeouts. Chris Flopside got a double play and then a strikeout to get through his 1 inning. Jensen, March, Rios. There we go. What the hell is with this team this year? It is so frustrating. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. We're gonna simulate ahead to the next one. We're 4-5. We're 2 games out right now, and we are on the outside looking in for the playoffs. And the only thing I can say that gives me like any hope whatsoever is that we made the playoffs both years, going 10-6, and we are currently 4-5. The last 2 years we kind of stumbled our way in, but we got really hot towards the end of the season. If we can go 6-1 over these next 7 games, that's the same record, right? We could totally do that. We could totally do it. Let's see what happened since the game ended. Oh, went too far here. Okay, so it looks like we have Prince Odable. It was dropped by the Maulers and replaced by Ellis Cantrell. Prince Odable with high pitch and cannon arm in left field. Intriguing, but I don't like that really low contact. Amora Bassinet dropped by the Burglars, replaced by Lachlan Garrison. Too low accuracy. Colton Ryan with a development chance. So let's see, who are we gonna do? We're gonna do we like this one for Colton. This one for Braden we weren't really interested in. This one for Madden Zimmerman before his next start. Yeah, I think that's what we were gonna do. Yeah, and this one's not that valuable. The accuracy he already has. Colton looks so sad after giving up or after struggling in that last game. All right, so here's Madden Zimmerman getting 1 junk, 1 accuracy, chance for more junk. We don't get it, and can we get the fork ball? Nope. Okay, so just the 1 accuracy and 1 junk. Cool. All right, so we'll look at this one if still available when we get there. What do you say about this team? I just don't know, like, what we would do. What could we do differently? Like, we could replace Kellen Kirk, but, like, it's only going to get worse. There's nobody out there that we could even consider. Like, I'm not going to do this guy. 17 accuracy? No, thank you. We could bring in a guy like Burpee Bond, and he could be our starting pitcher with 3 pitches. That sounds awful. Yeah, then we got, like, what? You got Bentley Sicily, Vincente Moon. You got Amora Bassinet, Jamie Nash. Oh, boy. Nothing looks good right now. By the time we get anything out there that does look good, it's probably going to be too little too late. I just don't know what to do. I don't know. By the time you watch this, I'm already probably going to be done with season 3. But would love to hear your thoughts on what you think I should do in this situation. I mean, like Tony Centercut, he hasn't been playing like he normally does. He has not been getting the ball barreled up. Rock Quintana, he's so hit and miss. He's just like, when he does hit the ball, he hits it really hard. But he hasn't been barreling the ball up. Justice Colon is very inconsistent right now. The Buck has been doing okay. Ramon Lee has been off. Bev Shishin's been okay. Braden Sorelli has gotten a little bit hotter. But, like, there's really not a lot I could say. Caroline Dealer has been a huge disappointment. She was okay last year. I'm so sad that we had to let go of Leanna Welch instead of her. I don't know where Welch went, but I'm curious to know how she has been doing. Let's try and find her out of curiosity, anything more than anything else. Sorry for making your eyes jump like this. Oh shoot, I might have skipped her. I was looking at right field and not, or left field and not right field. Nope. Just saw Anthony Jeterson. Where are you? Here's the team we're playing next. Oh, she's on the Bone Chills. So Leanna Welch, now a B+. She has developed really well. Wonderful. Let's see what she's doing this year. She's 4 for 21, so she has not been playing well at all. Still, though, that's better than what she's done for what Caroline Dealer has done for us. 3 pitchers here. Look at this. Oh my God. Golder Jones and Jane Bulgar. What the hell? Three starting pitchers. Jeez, this is a crazy team. Zeke Alvarez to add to that. That's the team we're playing next, folks. Wonderful. Okay, so the Bone Chills, 3 and 5, so they have not been able to get things going for them. They'll have Romeo Carson, former All-Star, on the mound, who's not been having a good year. And for the Outlaws, it'll be Madden Zimmerman, not having a good year himself, with a 5.14 ERA. And I guess let's take a look at what the lineup should look like as we head into this one. Everybody's still hurting right now. This team looks like a complete mess. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Buchanan is locked in again somehow. I don't know. Just moving things around just to see. We try out Liliana Fowler. I mean, it can't be worse than Caroline Dealer. I just think that Caroline's going to run into a fastball here and just pummel one. And then we have B. Buck still recovering. So I think we have to leave him on the bench for another game. Looking at the schedule, with the Bone Chills between, and then 2 games against the Burners at their own park. It's Big Sky. We come home from the Maulers, the Pythons, the doubleheader against the Pythons, and then we finish things off with the Marauders, who we swept. So there's a chance that, and we beat the Pythons as well. We lost to the Maulers 2-0, but it looks like we could end up winning these 3 right here. Pythons, Maulers. And then Pythons, Marauders. And then we just have to figure out how things are going to go against the Bone Chills and the Burners and the Maulers, which are a complete toss-up. It looks like, based on record alone, that we could beat the Bone Chills, but their team is really impressive, and our offense has been abysmal. I don't know. We shall see. But thank you so much for watching. Tell me, what would you do differently with this team at this point? Knowing that it's a make-or-break season, and if we don't win it all, we are going to be dropping this team and changing to a different team. So I don't know if that makes a difference, but there's really nobody out here that I could even consider in the free agent pool to bring in for some rejuvenation, at least not right now. So, all right, I will talk to you all later. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.